Good day everyone, this is Sharon and today I'm going to show you how to make this mini bag. It's very simple and easy to make. This is also similar to the Moroccan tile stitch that I have used in my other projects, and if you look at the inside of this bag, it's like a granny square stitch. The width of this bag measures about 22 centimeters or 8 inches. So I'm using a number 5 hook, and then I'm gonna chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So after chaining 20, I'm gonna add 3 chains, which is my first double crochet, and then the fourth chain from hook I'm gonna work my second double crochet. So I'm gonna work 1 double crochet in every stitch until I get to the last chain. When you get to your last chain, you're gonna work 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Now once you get to the last chain and had your 3 double crochets, on the opposite side work your first double crochet. So 1 double crochet in each stitch across, and then at the end of the last chain we're gonna make an increase just like what we did here. So just continue, and then in the last chain we will also be adding 1 more so that both corners will get 3 double crochets. So at the end of the round, you will notice that you already have 2 double crochets in there, so we will just add 1 more so that we will have 3 double crochets, and on top of the chain 3 we're gonna slip stitch, and then we have ended round 1. So round 2 we're going to make an increase on those 3 double crochets. So this is the first double crochet, which is chain 3, and in the same stitch we're gonna work 1 double crochet. Now this one here is also part of the 3DC cluster, so we're going to make an increase as well. 2 double crochets, and then in each of the next stitch we're just going to simply work a double crochet. 1 double crochet in each stitch, and then once we get to the corner we are then going to add an increase just like what we did here. Once you get to the 3 double crochets, we're gonna work 2 double crochets in each. So this is my first, second, 2 double crochets, and in the last of the 3 double crochet group we're gonna work our last increase. So after this, just simply work 1 single crochet in every stitch. We'll make our increase in the last stitch. This will be my last stitch because this stitch is where you can see the first double crochet. So I'm gonna work my 2 double crochets in this last available stitch, and then work a slip stitch on top of the chain 3. So we're done with round 2. I think I want to make it bigger, so I'm gonna make another increase, probably one more increase. So as you can see, this is where I added the increase. So I have 2, 4, 6 double crochets in here, and so to start making the increase, I'm just gonna go work my first double crochet, which is chain 3, and then increase on every second stitch. So this is my first increase, this one is my second, so every second stitch, and then work my second stitch, and I'm gonna do 2 double crochets here. So as you can see, the last increase will be on this last 2 stitches. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and then I will do my last increase on this one here, and then I'm gonna do the same on this corner. After that, I will just continue working 1 double crochet in every stitch. So we're on the corner now, and as you can see, the 3 groups of 2 double crochets in there. We're gonna add an increase on every second stitch. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets in the next, and then we're gonna do 2 more times. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets in the next. So after that, we will just simply work 1 double crochet in every stitch, and then 2 double crochets in the last stitch. Once you get to the last 2 stitches, which is the increase of the previous round, we're gonna work our first 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochets in the last, and then work your first your slip stitch on top of chain 3. Alright, so this is what it looks like, and it's not too big, but it's okay. Then going to work my V stitches. So to start, I'm gonna chain 3, chain 2 for the chain space, and then in the same stitch I'm gonna work a double crochet. So I made my first V stitch. Now I'm gonna skip 2 chains or 2 stitches, and then work my first double crochet, chain 2, and then 1 double crochet in the same stitch. So this is what I will repeat around until I get back on the first V stitch. Now once you get to the last V stitch, you're going to work obviously your last V stitch, and then you're going to slip stitch on top of the first double crochet, which is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and there you go. Now we're going to change color every second row, which is similar to when you make a Moroccan tile stitch, but only this is different, so I'm going to show you how. Okay, so round 5 you will need a different color, and just after the first V-stitch of previous round, that is where you're going to insert your hook to slip stitch onto the first skipped stitches, and then work your 1 double crochet, which is chain 3, and then in the next skipped stitches or skipped stitch you're gonna work your second double crochet, and then you're going to chain 2. So you're going to skip 1 V-stitch and then do the skipped 2 double crochets of previous round. You're gonna work your 1 double crochet in each, and then you're going to chain 2. So this is the repeat pattern. You're going to work 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 skipped stitches in between the V stitches, and then chain 2 in between them. Continue working this around, and then do not forget to chain 2 before you slip stitch on top of the chain 3. So I'm working my last 2 double crochets here, and then chain 2. After chaining 2, you're going to slip stitch on top of the chain 3, which I forgot to do here, but when I get back to this I will surely remember to add chain 2. So you will leave a long loop for that, because you will get back to the main color of yarn where we're going to work another row of V stitches. This is different with how you do the Moroccan tile stitch, and I'm gonna show you how to work this kind of stitch. So going back, you're going to insert the hook, and then we will continue working with the main color, and then chain 3, and then chain 2 for the chain 2 space, and then into the same stitch work 1 double crochet, and then we're gonna work the V stitch here in between the 2 V stitches. Alright, so this is the first V stitch, and then our next would be in between the V stitch. So 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 double crochet in the same stitch. So that's the repeat pattern. So you need to keep working V stitches in between the 2 V stitches of the previous round. So to end the round, I'm going to work my last V-stitch, which is 1 double crochet, chain 2, and then 1 double crochet, and then slip stitch on top of the chain 3. You can add a stitch marker because we're gonna go back to this one after we worked with another row of the brown color of the yarn. So when I went back, I noticed my mistake, so I'm gonna do chain 2 first before slip stitching, and then slip stitch on top of the chain 3. Now also you need to slip stitch to the second double crochet until you get to the chain 2 space, and then that's when you join the main color, slip stitch, and then chain 3, and then work 1 more double crochet and then chain 2. So you're basically repeating the same round. So on round 7, you're working around the V-stitch and chain 2 space of the other color of yarn. So you're working, you're like joining both colors of the yarn, and you're gonna repeat this one every other round. So after this one, you're gonna go back to the main color of yarn and work V-stitches, just like what you did on round 6.
Okay.
I'm working on my last 2 double crochets and then chain 2, and then I'm going to slip stitch on top of the chain 3. So you will be repeating this every other round, and then you'll go back to the main color of the yarn and work V-stitches just like what you did in round 6. So you're then gonna chain 3, chain 2 as chain 2 space, 1 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet in the next, chain 2, 1 double crochet in the next. So this is what it looks like so far. So if you keep working alternately with this color and this one, just keep on working until you get to the height that you want for this bag. Okay guys, so in my next video I'm gonna show you how I did the rest, and I'm gonna show you what's inside right now. So It looks like a granny square stitch, and it makes a great market bag because it's sturdier, it's thicker, and you can surely customize this one. Instead of chaining 20 as your foundation chain, you can chain 40 if you want to double the size of this bag. The width is only 8 inches or 22 centimeters. I did the strap and join in the middle. So I hope you guys watch the part 2 of this video so that you will be able to make one of these. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.